Hey guys, I am Rahul Maheshwari and I welcome back to WebDev series by IST. So today we will be going ahead with some more topics on basics of CSS. So as you know, in previous video we have learned what colors are, what margins are, what padding is, what the borders are. We have seen various type of border styles, and we have also seen height, width, measurements type REM, EM, PX, and like many such kind of measurement things we have seen. In this video, we will be going ahead with some more topics like adding links, adding fonts, adding images, list, table, etc. So as usual, I just create one more file, basic3.html. First of all, I create my boilerplate, then just give the title. Any title you can give, basic3. This title and this file name can be different, it doesn't matter. Okay, fine. So now, first of all, I will just discuss what box model is. Box model, I am just giving the heading box model. Fine. I just open it with live server. Open with live server. Okay, it is opening. Fine, box model. So what box model is? Box model is just the structure of our web page. So what structure contains, or we can say what box model contains, it contains the content of our web page, followed by the padding. After that, border will be there, and after that, margin will be there. What padding is, as I have already said in previous video, padding is just the inside gap from the border towards the content. And what margin is the outside gap from the border outside the content, or we can say from the border to outside thing. I just go to browser and search for box model images so that you can get it understood very well. I just go here. Okay, this is the good image. Fine. So here you can see there is content, like whatever content we are providing for our web page, that is here. After that, padding will be there, or we can say in between content and border, the inside gap is there. That inside gap is called as padding, as I've already discussed in the previous video. And after this border, whatever space we are giving, that is margin. So box model structure is having majorly 4 components: content, padding, border, and at last margin will be there. Fine. So I think that is more enough to understand. Now I will just go ahead with adding links and adding fonts, images, etc. First of all, I just go with links. So for link, there is something called as anchor tag. What anchor tag is? Just write A and you will see A colon link. You have to just tap on it, or you can just click on A as well. It will open as link only. So this is href. Href is just for hypertext, like we can say A hypertext anchor. Okay. Now here in between this space, you have to provide your link. So I just go to some website, or I can go to IST website, istnitk.ac.in. This is the link of this website. You can see this website. Just go to ist.nitk.ac.in. Just copy this link, go to your VS Code, paste it over here, and in between this anchor tags, as we are writing in our H1 tags, in P tags, like this anchor tag is also there, you have to write something. I can write IST. Any word you can write. That will be used for your link. So you can see IST is there. Fine. Once I click on this, this basic3 page will be converted to IST website, or we can say it will be just giving us IST website, because I have provided IST website link. But now I want that this should not open on the same page, or we can say this should not open on the same tab, and it should open on some different tab. So for that, there is one thing called as target. VS Code is giving the suggestions. Target equal underscore blank. This thing you have to use. Target equal to underscore blank. This will help us to make our website in some different tab. I refresh it, go to IST. Now you can see my website is open. Okay, cool. Fine. I just remove it. Now this is IST. So you can see there is one underlined thing here, underline thing is there. I want that this underline should not be there. For that, I can use style. Okay. I want that for my anchor tag, the color should be dark goldenrod. Any color. I'm random giving colors. I am giving random colors, and after that, color should be this. And I want that text decoration. Decoration of this text should be none. Like no text, like underline should be there. Refresh this page. You can see this underline has gone. Okay. Now, when I will hover to it, like when I just hover it, hovering means when I am moving my cursor on this, I want that its color should be changing to red. Why? I am doing so. I want to show that when I hover on it, its color is getting changed. So that is the purpose of hover. Hover means whenever I am moving my cursor on this website link, then the color of this is getting changed from golden color to red color. Dark goldenrod, this color. Okay. Now I want whenever my link is active, when it will be active, when I will tap on it, when I will click on it, the color should be green. Okay, save your file. I just zoom it so that you can see it properly. Now you can see it is dark golden. It is going like converted to red. Tap on it and you have seen it just changed to green. You can see it is changing to green. And my IST website is opening. So that is A colon hover and A colon active. But make sure this A colon active should be after A colon hover, because first of all you have to hover the particular element, then you have to tap on it. So you have to write this A colon active after A colon hover. You may think, if I write this before A colon hover, what will happen? Let's do it. It will not work. But for your purpose, I just show you IST. It is giving me IST as red color, but whenever I am tapping on it, it will not change to green. You can see it. It is not changing to green. But previously it was changed. So that is the significance. We have to write it sequentially. First of all, A colon hover should be there, then A colon active should be there. Fine. We now know how to add links. Any website link you can add, and by target you can just open it on some different tab. Now I will show you to add some icons. For that, what you have to do is you have to first of all go to Google, then you have to search for setup web font with CDN. Setup web font with CDN. This is for the Font Awesome website. We can say this is used from Font Awesome website. It is a very good website from where you can just extract your icons. You have to go to load all styles and you have to copy this link. You have to copy this link. You can also download Font Awesome and then you can do it. I am doing via link. There are two methods to do that. I am just copy pasting this link in my head tag. I am copy pasting this link. Why I have added this link? Because the thing is, whenever I am adding the icons, it have to take the permission from its parent that I should work or not. So this link will provide the actual parentency to that particular icon. I will show you what is the significance of this link. Now I just go to some icons. Car icon I can take. Any icon you can take. It's totally up to you. Any icon you can take. Car icon or many things are there. Okay. Carrot, car. Okay, these are pro things. So I will just Font Awesome icons. Okay, Font Awesome icons. It is loading. I think it's taking time. It's a little bit of time. Okay, there are many things. So what you can do is just go over here. Arrow square, right? Arrow square. It is opened. Okay, fine. You have to just copy this HTML thing. you have to go over here and you have to paste it over here. What this I is, I stands for icon class. These are predefined classes. You can't change this. You have to give this class only. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay, you can just save your file, go to your basic 3, refresh your page. Now you can see this icon here. Okay, now if you want, then this link should not be there. I have linked, like why I have used this link, you can comment this out, save your file, go to your browser, and you can see that tab icon is not there. So that is the main significance of this link, because from here only it is extracting all the icons. From here only it is taking the permission that it should work or not. Okay, fine. You can also style this. You can also give the styling to this. I want to give style as font size. Font size should be some 30 pixel, and color should be some dark goldenrod something. Refresh this. Okay, now you can see it is changed. You can see this, it is changed. So now what I have to do is, you can just remove this, or you can take it as it is also. Now I will show you how to add fonts. Like for making our website looking more attractive, what you can do is, you can add various type of fonts. There are some inbuilt fonts, some fonts you can extract from the Google. I will show you. Okay, I just write one paragraph, lorem 20. Okay, I'm giving this. Now P, just make sure the font size is a little bit good so that it is visible to you. Okay, it's fine. Now there are some inbuilt fonts. Font style, italic, normal, oblique, inherit, many things are there. Or so I want it should be italic. Fine, it is now italic. But now I will not use this font style. I will use font family. Font family, like many are there. I want it should be cursive, or okay, I just go to my browser, save it. This what they are meaning, like they are meant by cursive in VS Code, so it is giving that output. I can remove this, and I can use some this, like various type of names are there, I don't know. So I just go to browser, refresh this, and you can see the font is changed. But now I want that I don't use this inbuilt font families, and I want that I will use Google, from Google I will take. What you can do is just search for Google fonts. Make sure of all this website I'm using. It will help you while building your web pages. Okay, Google. So there are many. You can search for many websites. Roboto, search like Open Sans, AKA, Telvigela, like many things are there. Noto Sans JP. Okay. So I want to take this one. This the name is also weird. I will just tap on it. Okay, what you have to do is you have to just go to select the style. Now, okay, dismiss this. Now what you have to do is you have to first of all copy this part, link href. This one you have to copy. Then you have to add this in your head tag, as we have done for font or something. You have to add this. Now just remove this. First of all, it is showing me some error. This meaning of this red thing is like somewhat there is some error. There is some error, you can say. You just first of all format your document. You can see if there is some error or not. Okay, still there is no error, I can't see. Okay, I just first copy this. You can copy anywhere, it doesn't matter. Okay, I just copied this. Now what you have to do is you have to go to font family, then you have to copy this, go to this your VS Code, and here you can just paste it. Font family, this one, and cursive. Go to your browser, and you can see the error is also gone. I think by mistake it has some issue maybe there. Just go to basic 3. Now you can see it is changed. So you can also extract this Google fonts. That is also very beneficial. And in VS Code there are not much fonts, so I will suggest to go to Google Fonts, and it is very easy. Just first of all add that link, and you can then add the font family. Fine. So this is done. Now I will show you how to add images. I have showed you how to add links, icons, fonts, and now I will show you images. As what icons are there, there is one tag called as image tag, img. Fine. For this image src thing is there and art thing is there. What this src stands for? SRC is treated like a candidate image with a pixel density descriptor unless an image with this pixel density descriptor is already defined in SRC set, or unless SRC set contains W description. What this meaning is, you have to paste the link of that image. Okay. And if that link is not working because of some reasons, then for that alt is there. Here you can write the description why it is not working. So I will write oh wait, sorry, I have written it over here. So here I will write web page not found. Anything you can write. No image found, web page not found, or I can write no image. Like anything you can write in alt. Okay. So now for SRC, what should I search? I can search for anime characters. Anime characters. Images. I will go to images. There are many images. I just copy image address. You have to do. Go to your VS Code. Paste this link. This link is very big. I know about that, but you can also give the path of images if some images are existing in your laptop or in your device. You can also give that path. That will also work. You have to go to your basic 3. Now you can see. This is my image. Now I can give some designing to this image as well. Okay, this link was very big. Image. You can also give classes and IDs to this. Every class ID's concept is working in all these tags. So I want that border radius should be 50%. Here also percent, pixel, rem, em, everything is working. So it will just become like a circle now. Okay, you have seen it is becoming like a circle. Now I want that my border radius should be just 2 pixel, or not 2 pixel, it should be 10 pixel. Like very little I'm giving. So now you can see these edges are getting changed to this type of thing. No edges are there now. There is a smooth curve, we can say. Fine. So this is the major thing which I was saying to you in images. Now, what we have learned till now: box model, how to add links, icons, font, images, and that's all. Now I will show you how to add tables in your web page. For that, what you have to do is, or first of all, I will just go with lists. So there are 2 types of list: ordered and unordered. What this ordered and unordered are, I will just go ahead with first of all unordered. For that, the tag is ul unordered list. Now in this you have to write li stands for list. Just copy this thing. Now what you can do is, you can just tap on alt and just click in between this, so that everywhere I can write. So first of all I write coffee. I am just writing one word. You can change also if you want. Coffee, tea, or cake, or cake is also done. Okay, 3 are fine. Now just go to your browser. You can see it is converted to like black disk, we can say, or black dots, we can say, because it is unordered. Unordered list means no number, nothing, no nothing is there. So that is meaning of unordered. But if the same I apply an ordered list, what will happen? I just copy paste this, Control C, and I paste it over here. What should happen? I have to say, okay, by default it is converted to 1 2 3, or it is converted to numbers. But now I want that it should not be numbers, so I can just give class name as OL. Any name you can give it. It is totally up to you. I go to my styling. Here for class I have to write dot ol. Now I want that my list style should be uh, low alpha. I want low alpha. Now you can see ABC is there. But now my mood says that lower alpha is not good. So for that, what I can do is it should be upper Roman. It should be. I just go to my website. Okay, you can see that is in Roman numbers. It is coming. Similarly, you can do in for unordered lists as well. This was ordered. So just give some class name. Any class name you can give. I am giving UL. Fine. It is very fine. Now I am just going here. Dot UL list styling. What you can give is wait, because I want suggestions from VS Code. So I am just giving list style as disk. I can say disk. Fine. You can see. Okay, that was disk only, so it is coming as this. I want it as square. Refresh this. It is converted to square. So that is basically list. List are of two forms: unordered and ordered. In ordered, just numbers are there, or we can say they are ordered in a particular manner, and in unordered, they are not ordered or not well defined. Now, what you can do is now we will be just going ahead with list. Like we have covered the list, so we will be going ahead with tables. For that, you have to use table tag. First of all, just write table and table tag should be there, so closing tag also should be there. Fine. After that, what you have to do, you have to take the row tag. For row we are using tr, and after that we have to give head tag th. So in this heading tag, what you can do, you can just give heading 1, control D. So after that, what you can do is heading 2. Now in this table you can just copy paste these things. Heading is just one time, but the other things are the members of that particular table or the elements of that particular table. For that we are using td. So I am doing that. I can just take alt and make my this this pointer towards everything, like every tag I can say, and I can remove them and I can add whatever I want. So now I will just remove these things and I will write ist. Here I will write nitk. Here I will write hey. Here I will write bro. Just save this file, go to your browser. Now I can see, okay, just refresh your page. It is not okay, it is implemented here. But now I want that it is not looking like a table, like no row is there, no column is there. So what should I do? For that, what I can do is I can just give some class. Okay, not class is also not needed as well. I can just go at the top. For that, what I can do, I am taken, like I am using group by selectors table, th and td. So all should have border of 2 pixels solid black. I want. Go over here, refresh this. Now you can see it is converted to one small little table, we can say. So this is how you can make the tables. So today what we have learned is we have learned how to add links, how to add icons, how to add fonts, images, what is box model, how to use lists, unordered, ordered, and how we can use tables. So that is for the day, and see you in next video. Thank you.